Hello everybody! Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Emily Sopo and I'm the creator of Heart My Body Fitness. It's been a minute since I've done a Facebook Live and honestly it's kind of scary to do these by yourself. I do them all the time with my partner in crime, Ayla Donlin, for something else that I do, but not from myself, just alone. So I'm excited to be here though and talk to you about a topic that really I feel so passionately about, and today I'm going to cover changing our relationship with food. This is a topic that I posted about on heartmybodyfitness.com a long time ago, and it's just so relevant to me that I want to chat with you about it today. So you can check out the actual original blog post on heartmybodyfitness.com. For those of you who do not know me, I am the creator of Heart My Body Fitness. I am also a personal trainer. I help to manage a fitness facility as the assistant director there, and I am a group fitness instructor, and I don't know what else I do, but I'm really involved in fitness. And so today I'm going to talk to you from the perspective of a fitness professional and also as someone who experienced disordered eating as a teenager. Now, I want to be really clear that I'm not any of the following. I'm not a nutritionist yet, although I want to get certified. If you know of any good certs, let me know. I'm not a dietitian. I am not a psychiatrist, and I'm not a psychologist. I'm not really anything else either, just a fitness professional. So I can't really speak from that perspective, but I can speak from the perspective of someone who has seen a lot about how people interact with and discuss food and how they talk about their bodies and their health and fitness and just sort of that overall interaction of how we feel about our bodies and our health. And a lot of it has to do with food. So food is such a loaded word. Food, nutrition, health, it's all just, there's a lot of emotion going on there. If we really start to peel back the layers, it's not just that food is food, right? It's that we feel a lot of things about the food that we eat. So the way that I see it, there are two major issues in our relationship with food. The first one is, like I was saying, it's such an emotional concept. For a lot of us, we feel excitement when we talk about food or think about food. We feel joy when we're eating food. Some of us feel guilt when we're eating food, or even self-hatred. And I know that I've experienced all of those emotions at various times, particularly when I was experiencing disordered eating, which took me several years to move past. And I've definitely felt this way, as I was saying, at various times, and I think that's normal. For me, it came in the form of disordered eating, and when I was experiencing that, I thought that I had to eat healthy all of the time. I'm seeing some folks are tuning in, so hello! Let me know, hey Jared, let me know who you are and where you're tuning in from. I would love to get to say hi to you. So for me, it was that I had to be healthy all of the time. Hey Jared. I had to be healthy all the time. It was bad if I ever ate anything that I deemed to be unhealthy, or if I ate too much of anything. It was just this awful cycle of self-hatred, and I don't wish that on anybody. And so part of why I created Heart My Body Fitness in the first place is so that no one else will experience that, because it's just awful. So I've heard a lot of people talk about food in the following ways, and if you've said this about food before, please show me a like or say me, so that I know. Something that I hear a lot is you eat and then I just ate way too much, I'm failing at my diet and I'm getting fat. Or I'm such a pig for whatever reason, even if it's joking. Or I can't wait to eat because food is the best part of my day. Or I don't care what we do as long as the food is good, right? Sometimes these are said as offhanded comments that don't necessarily mean a whole lot at the time, but if we think about how often we do say and hear these things, then we start to see a pattern of just a lot of emotion being tied into our food. The second issue that I see in our relationship with food is that the way we use food is actually backwards. So we tend to view food in the following ways, and again, these are statements that I hear a lot of. I just worked out so hard, so I really deserve whatever the food item is, or I really deserve this huge meal. Or this is my cheat meal, right? And it's usually in regard to foods that don't serve our body very well. Or when I do some behavior, then I'll get to eat some food item, whatever it is. So this relationship and the way that we're doing behaviors to get food then means that we're actually doing things in order to reward ourselves with food that oftentimes doesn't serve us very well. And so it's oftentimes for foods that I would consider to be like a treat meal. I don't like the term cheat meal. I like the term treat meal because it's something special, but we shouldn't be doing behaviors just to get a treat of food, right? So we start to view eating healthy food as a punishment, or eating food that serves our body well as a punishment, which is definitely not the way that we want to be interacting with food. There are two mantras that I've adopted, and I must give credit to Ayla Donlin, who is not only my boss, but she's also a mentor and has just been a big part of my life for several years. She said these things first, so shout out to you, Ayla, but then I've adopted them and used them, and it's really helped me with how I view and interact with food. So the first one is that food is fuel. I've heard and read many a blog that says, well, yeah, food is fuel because it allows you to create energy, but also there's like micronutrients, blah, blah, blah. Yes, okay. That's not what I'm talking about here. What I'm specifically saying is that food literally fuels our body and we can't live without it, right? The second topic, or the second mantra, is that we eat to live. Now, this might sound familiar to you because a lot of us will say that we live to eat, often jokingly, right? But I like to flip it around and say that we eat to live, because we literally cannot live without food, right? And so if we start to view food as a tool that helps us to live and helps us to exercise and, you know, hike and do the things that we really like to do, hey Kirsten, then food is inherently good, and we start to view food as something that we need, right? And oftentimes we view it as, you know, healthy food or food that serves our body well. I don't really like the term healthy food, but I'm saying it a lot, I don't know why. Food that serves our body well is a whole lot more appealing than food that doesn't serve our body very well. So I like to say food is fuel and that we eat to live. There's another blog post that I'm going to do, and I'll talk about this a lot more extensively there, but I like to think about food in 4 categories. So there's, hey Jeanette, there's the food that serves my body well, there's food that serves my mental and emotional state very well, and then there's food that doesn't serve me physically, and there's food that doesn't serve me mentally or emotionally. And ideally, the majority of the food that I would consume would be food that serves my body well, but also food that serves me mentally, emotionally, meaning that it's enjoyable, I like it, my mom used to make it, or something like that where I feel good eating it physically and mentally, emotionally. And then on the opposite side of the spectrum, I would want to minimize food that doesn't serve me physically or mentally together, right? So it doesn't have any real purpose other than you're just like a zombie consuming food. And then food that may serve me physically but not mentally, emotionally, that's somewhere in the middle. And then food that serves me emotionally, like our treat meals, but doesn't serve me physically, keep that in the middle as well. So more to come on that, but that just helps me to kind of make decisions more easily and not be craving those foods that maybe don't serve me very well. So that is the majority of what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. I hope that you can adopt those mantras that food is fuel and we eat to live, and really start to make them part of your life, and then let me know how it's going. You can always reach out on my website and in the comment section below this video, because I would love to just help people to love food and not hate themselves for their food choices, right? Let's make food something that doesn't run us. Let's use food so that we can then go out and do amazing things with our lives. I hope that you've enjoyed this. I look forward to chatting with you much more in the future. And as a reminder, you can always check out content on heartmybodyfitness.com. I'm posting a new recipe today, which definitely serves me emotionally, mentally, and physically because it is so yummy. All right, guys, I'll talk to you soon. Have a good Sunday.